Hello guys, welcome to Crisp Digitals. My name is Chris Ejimofor and I will be continuing from where we stopped last time. We had a part 1 and part 2 of step by step of creating OneNote digital planner or journal if you want to call it that way. Um, Also, I took a break to do the cover of digital planners on Inkscape. I use the software Inkscape to create covers and insert of the covers of the pages actually. And The videos will be linked down in the description. If you've not seen those, if you're new and you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing and leaving comments and thumbs up, like the video, and you can please share this video to people also who will be interested in this. Like I said before, I created the cover for those of you who would like to learn. The description is down in the link, sorry, of those videos are down in the descriptions, and you can use that to create your own cover. Okay, for those of you who already created your covers and already labeled them and put them in your OneNote pages, today we're going to continue from where we stopped at. This is going to be the part 3 of the video tutorial. Okay, so here is our notebook. Here, this is where we stopped at. All right, last time I talked about, I told you guys to copy and paste this particular sections or pages to February, to March, to April, to May, all the way to December, right? So that's where we stopped. I hope you guys already did that. If you're new to this channel and you're just seeing this for the first time, please refer you to the first and second videos so you can catch up, because we already past that. So for those of you who haven't done it yet, please go do that. Pause this video and do this part. If you want to copy and paste, it's fine, but if you don't want to copy and paste, you can do it the easier way. Forgot to tell you guys last time, apologies. You can just right click, say for example, let's do December, so it's right there. You can just right click and go to set as default, and if you click on that, if you click as set as default, so this will remove, if you've never set a default before, it won't show this, but because I've set a default before, it will remove my previous default. So I'm just going to do that anyway. So I'll say yes, okay, just to show you guys the example. So all you need to do is just click the plus image and it will create another one. It will create the same thing here, okay, to create the exact same thing. Instead of copying and pasting, just do that. All right, since we already have December, and then if you do that, it's going to just keep showing December. All right, see, all you have to do is just change this. So if I say, let's say January, so it's going to change down here to January, and if I go and I say February, it's going to do that too. Okay, so instead of copying and pasting, if you've never done that, just do that. And if you've already done that to December, that's fine too. All right, so now I'm going to delete these ones that I already created. All right, so for me to highlight all three, I press on the control on my key and I clicked on them individually, and then I right click and I delete it. Okay, all right, so if you've done this, if you're already caught up to this page, now we're going to start linking pages and getting to the fun of it. All right, so first thing we want to do, we want to go to the cover. All right, and go to cover page. Now go to personal profile. You can use this or you can go here, whichever one you want to do. All right, So personal profile. Like I said before last time, you can put in your name here or put in whatever you want to put here. This planner belong to Mickey Mouse. So this planner belong to John Doe. This planner belongs to Christopher, you know, something, whatever I want to put, your logo, your design, your Etsy shop name or logo. And guess what? Even if you put your Etsy shop name here, your YouTube page here, channel, Pinterest, Facebook, whatever I want to put here, we can make them clickable if you want. All right, you can click them and they can go to your Etsy shop. You can make them clickable to your YouTube channel. You can make them clickable to anything you want to do. Okay, this is the power of using clicks, okay, in OneNote. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get started. So now all these words that are in the tabs, we want to make them clickable. I want to direct them to sections. Okay, you can direct them to sections, you can direct them to pages. Okay, so let's do the one with the work. Okay, so I want you to type in either a dash or a dot, whichever one you want to. So I'm going to put two dots here. You can't see it, but I'm going to highlight it and change the color so you can see it. Okay, let's use this color. So all right, so here it is, right? So now we're going to go to where it says work. If you've created your section, if you've created these sections already, that would be great. If you've not, all you have to do is just click section and then you can put a section there, say work. All right, but since we've already created that before, I'm just gonna, yep, it's gonna tell me that's already created. So I'm just gonna take it out. I'm just showing you how to do that in case you've not done that yet. All right. Okay, so now we'll go to work and just right click and go to copy link to section. So you click that. All right, now you go back to cover and go to this two dashes you've made and just highlight them. And now you right click and you go to link. All right, and you click on the link and now you Control V. All right, if you're using Windows, Control V. If you're using Mac, Command V. All right, so you put that there and you click insert. All right, now this has been converted into a hyperlink. So what you're going to do, you're going to highlight it if you want to change the color, and you go and just change the color. You can use any of this, or if you want to hide it, you can just go to, okay, so home and go to the font color. You can put it to a different color. All right, so now that's changed. Then you hold Alt on your keyboard. If you don't hold Alt, it's not going to go where you want it to go. So press Alt and hold it, and now you drag this all the way to where it says work. Right, if you want, you can move it to a different spot. If you want to put it underneath there, you can leave it there. So I'm just going to leave mine right there. All right, if you can't see that, again, you can adjust it however you want to adjust it. Okay, just leave it right there. So now let's see what happens when we click on work. So click on that, it takes us down to work. See that? So we're right here. From here, now we're right to work. All right, so let's do another one. Let's do project. So it's the same idea, okay guys? So let's do project. Now I'm going to do that again. Put two dots. Let's change that color. Oh, no, let's change it so we can see it. Change that to black. And now we go to project on the section, right click, go to copy link to section, and now you go back to personal profile, you right click, go to link, and you paste. All right, same thing. If you want this color, you keep it. If you don't want it, you just change it. All right, that doesn't want me to change it. Let's change it. So sometimes if you put a different color and then go back and then put it the same color a different color you wanted initially, it will work out. All right. Well, this one doesn't seem to want to work out. Yeah, to share, right? All right, let's see. All right, I'll just leave it at this color for now. So we'll go here. It's the same thing we're doing, all right? So you go here. You know what? Maybe this white is even better. It's going to hide it a little bit. Yeah, maybe we should change that one to white. Anyways, for the sake of this video, you guys can choose whatever color you want to use for the hyperlink. And now let's see. So we click on project and it takes us to project, right? Okay, so you can do the rest for family and the vault, whatever you guys put in your tab. You can do that and link it. So the link is simple. You just go to wherever you want to put it, right click on it, and go to copy link to section. Then you go back, and if you've created your dotted line, then you use that, highlight it, right click, go to link, and just paste it. Okay, and just paste it. All right, so then you drag it by holding Alt. All right, and change the color if you want to and put it under vault, right? And then you click and it will go. It's not going to go to vault because I didn't copy the vault. It's going to go to project because the project one I'm using. All right, see, it's going to go to project because I didn't copy the vault. All right, that was just an example. Okay, all right, so after you've done that, you can do the same for January to December. Okay, if you want, you know, you can skip that if you want to skip it and do it at your own leisure time. But let me just do January and February so you guys see how it goes. It's the same thing basically. Okay, so let's do it again. So you do either one or two two dashes, and change the color to that, and go to calendar this time. All right, so when you go to calendar, you want to go to January and right click on January. Okay, then you go down to copy link to page, then go back and you highlight this and you right click that and go to link, you paste, Control V, paste. All right, so now you have this. Now you take it while you're holding the Alt key and you drag it all the way to January. Right, so now you have a hyperlink for January. So when you click January, it takes you straight to January. Okay, all right, so let's try and do one for February. So while we were here, how about we just go and just right click, copy link to page, go back to profile page, and then you want to do your two dashes. You right click, link, paste, insert, change the color again if you want to. All right, so let's put this color back then. All right, so now you grab it, Alt key, and you put it there. All right, so all you do is just click it and you in February, just from the personal profile. So you can use that all the way, all the way. Okay, just do everything from January to December, at your leisure time. If you want to pause this video and just go and do all of them, both for this section and this top section. Okay, even crazy thing is that might be crazy, but look, you can make this particular area that says 2020 with a calendar. You can make each of this month hyperlink, and they will go to the corresponding pages you want or section you want to try that? Let me show you for example. So this January is going to take us to the same January. So let's copy that. So I'm going to Control C on my Windows. For Mac is Command C. All right. So Control C for this January link. I'm going to come here. Okay, let me just paste it here. So I paste that thing here, right? That link, I'm going to drag it from using the Alt key, pressing down on it. Drag that, and I can put it here for January. Of course, I can make that one smaller instead. So for January, I can just come here and click on it, and it will take me to January. All right, so it's just placement of links. Wherever you want the links to be placed and whatever section you want them to correspond to, you have the power to do it using links. Okay, so this is very straightforward, and you can do that for the entire month here. Okay, you can do that. You can either click from here to January, or you can click from here to your January. It's up to you. Okay, so please go ahead and fill this whole thing out from January to December. Okay, and then we will continue on the next item we have to do. So we're done with these sessions now. So let's go to the calendar itself, and let's start putting dates on this, or links on this date. Let's start creating the days, today's schedule, bill pay, and other stuff. So let me refer back to the other one I did. So did a front right here. Let's see. So our January was this. Okay, so want to replicate this. Okay, and to do that, let's see what today's schedule is right there. Today's schedule. All right, so instead of starting from January, I'm going to start from March, because we are already in March, right? So March 30th. So let me just explain something quick for you guys. This right here that we're going to go into, this is a placeholder. All right, guys? This is a placeholder. All right? The main thing you want to do, it's the individual dates. So 29th is this. Because if you just use this, okay, as today's schedule, and thinking every day will give you the same schedule, the problem is this. If you're using just this for the 29th, right, and you fill all this out, right, and if you fill all this out for the 29th, when you go to the 30th, you're still going to have what you had for the 29th, because it's not a new page. It's just a duplicated page duplicated template that is within the same page. So it's not going to really help you. What's going to happen is that you will have to delete everything. So for example, let me use this. So you go to the 29th and you have going biking with the kids, meeting with the landscaper, lunch relief, and stuff like that. That's what you have on the 29th. So if this page is just duplicated for the entire, if it's just duplicated as, sorry, as today's schedule, like I had it here, right? So every, let's go to, May, because I already did this before. Let's see if June has that. Okay, exactly. So let's use June as example. If I didn't have March 29th, March 30th, March 31st, all I just had was today's schedule, just like I have right here in June. What happens is that your today's schedule in June is going to be the same as today's schedule in March, meaning that whatever you put here in March, say you put work in March, right? And you've copied all of this and you've pasted them on every month. This work is going to be in here because it was a duplicated copy. It was a copied page. It's going to be there, right? So that's what you're going to have. And when you want to go back to March 1st, you have to delete whatever you've put in March 29th or in June or in August. You're going to delete it. Then you're going to put for that month or for that day that you want. I don't know if that's making sense, guys. So the way to fix that is this way. This is what I'm going to do now. So the 29th, I had lunch relief for work, going bike riding with my kids, meeting with a landscaper. Then the 30th, you see it's different. See, 29th is different from 30th. See that? It's totally different. Now 31st, there's nothing in there because it's today, right? So this is the example of what I'm trying to show you guys. All right, so that's what we're going to do. This might take long, but you guys will have time to do it if you have time, okay? So also for April, I've gone ahead and I've done the entire April schedule. So I've done it for the 4th, the 5th, from the 1st all the way to the 30th of April. I've done that. You might say, oh my God, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. Yes, it is for now. But if you can just do the first one, which I'm going to show you guys how to create all of this. You can do the first one. All you have to do is right click and set as default. And then all you do, like I showed in the beginning, you just start clicking plus page, and it will just replicate everything here, to replicate everything, so you don't have to recreate any of this again. Or now all you have to do is just change the days, April 1st, April 2nd, April 3rd, so on. Okay, that's all you will have to do. And then you jump to, May, and you do the same thing. All right, and once you're done, you can actually get rid of the today's schedule. Like I said, it was just there as a placeholder. Okay, a placeholder is just for you to, is something you put there so you can refer to it. So it's not, your page is not empty, so you can refer to it. Okay, so enough ranting. Let's go. I'm sorry, guys. Let's do this. All right. Now we want to create. See, we already created this. Okay, so now I want to just. So if we click on this, it will take us to today's schedule. Right, to take us to today's schedule. But because we're no longer in January, we are in March. So we're going to use March as the example. So we are March 31st. As of this time you're watching this video is March 31st, okay? So we want to make sure that when we click on this March, want to make sure it takes us to, since it's no longer March 1st, so it will be, we'll be clicking on this. So want to make sure it takes us to March 31st. You see that? That's what I want to do. Want to make sure it takes us to this. All right. Okay, so before, it's just a lot. I really hope I'm explaining this better for you guys. I really hope so. Okay, so let's create this section. We're going to create this section first, okay? What is called today's schedule. So instead of today's schedule for you, we're going to use March 31st. And here you see today's schedule, right? Okay, let's do this. Now going back to my other one, see. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so let's go to Mr. Notebook. And now underneath this, click on plus. Yeah, today's video might take longer, I'm sorry, because there's a lot of explanation to do. So let's click on that, and that gave me, because I still have that template saved, so I'm going to delete this by just clicking somewhere here and go to Control A, select everything. All right, Control A or Command A, select everything, and I hit the delete button on my keyboard, and that's gone. All right, so we're going to start this, and we're going to call this March 31st. All right, and we're going to go right click and go to sub page. So it's going to make it go under the March. All right, it will make sense to create this for April, right? Since we're already almost in April 1st. Well, since we're here, let's just get this done. It's the same process you will use. All right, so first you go to insert, and you go to the table, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, depending on how many you want. So let's do 7 for now, and then 2 by 7. Okay, you click it and you drag this down. Now you want to move this okay. Let's see. Okay, so morning schedule, so that's time, appointments / schedule. All right, so that will be your morning schedule. Go back here, go to Mr. Note. So you can just type in morning here, color it if I want to color it, give the blue coloring, Alt button. Now before we do that, let's drag this down and just put that right there, and let's write this date, and you can just put, you can leave it like that, or just put dash dash slash dash dash slash dash 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 dash. All right, so month, day, and year. Grab that and you put there. This is optional, you don't have to do it. All right, so now you're going to put your time. You're going to put your activities, whatever you want to call it, activities / schedule. And now you want to grab everything, the entire box, select them, go to home and center. All right, and now you grab it back. All right, so that's the first. Now you can put your date, I mean your time if you want. So let's highlight all this thing, and then you go to the shade, whatever color you want. Let's use this. Okay, and now you can do this. See what I did there? All right, I'll show you guys what I did again. It's up to you. If you don't want to do this style, you don't have to do it. I didn't use it in the other in the original one. So what I did was I clicked enter. It created another page, another row. Then I went and I did backspace. So now that separated my time and my upper section and my lower section. I think I kind of like that. If you guys want to do that, that's fine. I think I used that in my other video that I'm creating now. Yeah, guys, I have something in the works right now that I'm creating, and it's an amazing planner. It's really nice. After I'm done with that, I'll share that with you guys as well. So let's get back to this. Okay, so now you can put your times. You can make this even smaller. I think I made it bigger. You can make this like smaller because it's just for the times, right? And then this. Okay, let's go. Say you wake up at 6:30 every day. You can do this in 30-minute intervals or hour intervals. Whatever you want to do is up to you at this point. Okay, so let's say 6 a.m. and the next one 7 a.m. next 8 a.m. Oh, 8 a.m. next 9 a.m. and you can leave this one as open, just if you have an open schedule, you can leave that open. And what you want to do to make it like spacious, you can leave it like this, or you can just open it up a little bit, just going in individually and just tapping one. All right, okay, you can change the color here if you want to. It's optional, you don't have to. Let's see if we can do something there. Or you can even move this that way or move it this way. You can leave it in the middle. Okay, that is solely up to you. And then here is your activity. Okay, so next thing we want to do, let's go back again and refer to that page. You want to do afternoon, evening. So it's the same thing. Okay, so what we have to do is just copy what we did. So you come here and you just highlight this and Control C for copy, and then you come here and you just Control V, Command C, Command V for Mac users. Okay, and then you grab this whole thing and you just move it. I'm holding Alt key. Okay, just move it, just put it there. Okay, and now you just change this, say 12 noon or 12 p.m, whichever one you want. Then 1 p.m. And then you leave that one open. So now we just want to copy this, Control C, and just come on top here and just paste it, and you just change it to afternoon / evening. Change the color if you want to. Just leave this color. Then you center it right there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is the glance at a glance, something we call at a glance. So you can schedule your stuff here, but if you want to look at the dates or what's going on, you can still look at other dates here. Okay, so I want to use this at a glance. I've I've um, I've left the file down there in this description where you can get the entire month of the year on an like individually. Okay, I've put that in the description there, so you guys can just grab them and use them. Mind you, they are PNG files, so if your background is white, it might just be white all over. You might not see anything. You might have to change it to black, change the whole thing to black, or you can go online and find uh, a white background month and just use that instead. Okay, but I've provided you guys with this. I just like the black background or the dark background. You know, everybody has their own thing they like. Okay, so let's go to that. So now at a glance, so we can just paste this again. Remember, we still have this one copied. Okay, all you have to do is just paste again and just type at a glance or whatever I want to put. All right. All right, so now you go to the place you saved the file I gave you for the calendar month. I think I saved mine right here. So I'm going to look for March, and here is March. So I just click and drag and I put it right there. Okay, so see, it's right there. So I press Alt on my key and I just set it right there. So that's it. And that's how you put it right there. Okay, so now we want to link this March back to the original March. Okay, so you're going to go here and right click and go to copy link to page. Copy that and you go back to this 31st, and you do dots, or you can do dashes if you want, and you highlight that, and now you right click and you go to link and you Control V and you paste, and now it's going to be blue, so you change that, the color, change that. Let me see if I can do this color. No, it won't let me. I'll make it let me do that. Yeah, it won't let me. Don't want to waste too much of your time, or I'll just, for the sake of the video again, let's just do that. So I'll grab that and put it right there. Okay, if you want to mess with the color, it's up to you. So now all you have to do, if you want to go back and say you want to visit back your month of March and see, you know, what's going on there, instead of, you can just go back here. Since you're already in this platform, instead of going back here, you can just go here and just click on it, and it will tell you exactly what's going on here, your reminders, your to-do list, and all of that. Okay, all right, so what else did we put here? Let's see what else I put here. Okay, so we did to-do list, notes, and today's goal. All right, let's create that. Back to Mr. Note. Okay, let's do to-do list. All right, what we did here was we went to draw, right, and we went to shape or shapes, and we went to the rectangle. Click on that and you just draw a rectangle. Let's draw that. Okay, you can change this. I think I used red on that one. By just clicking this, you can change these colors however you want. Okay, So I think I use red on that one. It doesn't matter what you use, okay? It's still fine. All right, so now we go to insert. So let's leave our mouse in here. And we go to insert. Now we take a table. So we want to just use one table, okay, one row. All right, and it's just gonna appear there. Then you just expand this. All right, so now you can type in to-do list. Just drop it right there. You can change the color too if you want, okay? And now you click on this and you go to home and you go to this where it says to do and just click once. All right, and you bring your mouse down or you just drop with the up and down arrow on your keyboard and you just click again and just keep doing that until you're satisfied with what you want. Okay, don't want to do that. All right, so for you to continue, this is a trick I found. I think you can just type something and just go, and then it will let you do it, and then just type something again and just hit enter. Okay, you hit enter, and the more you how far you want to go is up to you. Okay, and just do that. All right, so now you come back and you just delete that, and you are set with that part. Okay, you can rearrange this however you want. You can make this even a little bit down, and if you want to move the entire thing, you can just highlight and just drag them up. All right, okay. So the next thing you want to do is I think it's the note, right? I think the note is the next thing. Yes, so note. And it's honestly, guys, it's just the same. It's just the same thing as this inner to-do list table. So you come here and you just go to insert, and you just do all the way down. All right, and you just drag this. That's it. Drag that. And you just type in notes. Oops. Just type in notes. Change the color if you want. And how to change the color, you can just highlight it and the option will come out for you to change it. And you can change it to whatever you want. Okay, let's put green, or you can go up here and just grab that tool. You can change it to yellow. See that? So whichever way you can change it, and you can increase the height, the weight. And just bold it or leave it like that. All right. So let's put that there. And here you can just put today's goal. And what I used was I went to draw, and I grabbed the shapes, went here, and I just grabbed that, and I used that as today's goal. I think I use white for that. Okay, and just put it there. Today's goal. Today's goals, okay? And you just center it, change the color if you want. And that is it for this page. That's it, guys. And all you do now is either you just copy this now or make it your new what do you call it? Okay, you know what I will do? I'm gonna copy this first before I make it the new template. Okay, I'll tell you why. So I'm gonna copy this first. I'm gonna highlight it and I'm gonna copy it because we're already at the end of the month of March. So we're going to go into April, right? So April already has this, right? But this is what we want for April 1st, because the month of April already has its own. It has the same thing as March, right? This is March, this is April. But April doesn't have its own day, like 1st of April doesn't have this. Just like 31st of April has this already, okay, that we just created. But 1st of April doesn't have it. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to April, which already has this, and now we're going to create a page under April. And it's going to give you this if you, okay, if you've already copied this to be your template, if you already saved this to be your template, when you click, anytime you click page, it's going to give you this, all right? But if you've not copied, if you've not saved any template, you know, it will give you a blank page, all right? So this is the page it's going to give you if you've not copied any template. It's going to give you this page, okay? So now what you're going to do is just going to paste what we copied from March 31st. Remember I highlighted everything like this, and I Control C to copy that. So I'm going to come to April. This is what I copied. Yours will be untitled because mine has that template. That's why it's saying December, okay? So I'm going to take that out and I'm going to put April 1st, okay? And now I'm going to Control V. So now I have the same thing that I have for this day, okay? So now I have the same thing here, right? Now I can make this a template for the rest of April. Now I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to set as default template. If you want to do this part, this is the way to do it to make your life easy. If you want to keep doing control, if you want to keep doing copy and paste, it's up to you too. But now this is just going to make my life easier, and I'm just going to click plus page like 30 or 29 times because I already did it first. So just keep going. See that? Just keep going. All right. Oops, I think I overdid it. Yeah, that's way more than 29, guys. So now you can go and just change this to second, third, just like that, all the way. Yep, third, fourth, fifth. So like that, guys, all the way to you get to the 20 or to the 30th, because I think April ends on the 30th, all the way to the 30th. And then you already have this for May, okay? So all you do now is just go to add page for May 1st and see what's going to happen. Boom, okay? So now this is going to be under May. So you go and you just take this one and just put May. Okay. So now you're going to do the same thing and just keep adding. So this will be May 2nd, not April 2nd, right? Because you're under May now, right, guys? See, you're under May. So you're going to keep going all the way to May 31st, right? And then you just later on just keep going and just start changing this to May 2nd. Right? If you have any question about this, please let me know. If I'm going too fast, please pause it and check it, go back and see what I did, and you can follow back and catch up, okay? And May 4th, just like that, all the way. And you would do that also for June, because June already has this. So now June will need its own day, like its own personal day, just like that. All right, so you're going to do that for everything to December. All right, guys. So that's what we're going to do. And once you up to that, what's the time? Oh, we're already clocking 51 minutes. All right, so let's see. I think we might stop the video here for now, and then we're going to pick it up next time. You know, I thought I was going to be able to cover this page where I can put, you know, the payday, pay stub, pay bills and all this stuff. You know, I thought I was going to be able to cover that, but you know, this might take long, but at the end you really like it. You enjoy it just the way I'm enjoying mine right now. Just the way I'm loving mine right now. You know, April is coming, and I already know the days I'm getting paid and the bills that are due to be paid. So I already have that. All those individual days, like April 1st is already set, so I can put my schedule for the morning. Can just say workout, and I can say I'm schooling. I can say, let's say bike riding. Well, this is 41. No, there's no such thing. So I can say bike riding with the kids. So this is already for my tomorrow's schedule, and I can go back to April and see what bills are due for tomorrow. Let's see that. And it takes me straight to, where's April right here. So it takes me straight to April, and it tells me, so let's go back. I think when I clicked on that, I unactivated my April. Okay, so go to April, and it tells me that the medical bill is due right here under April. Right there, it tells me the medical bill is due. Okay, then I can go back to my April and see what else planned for that day. Nothing. So I can just click on that, and it takes me back to my schedule for that day. So that is what we're trying to create here. Okay, guys. So it's worth it for you to go through this right now, and once you're done with it, you know, it will be all worth it for you, like I said before. Okay, guys, so I'm going to stop here, and I thank you guys so much for subscribing, and your encouragement and your likes and thumbs up, you know, keeps me going. I really enjoy this. Please, guys, if you've not subscribed, consider subscribing, please, and you know, hit the bell notification so you will be notified when we get when we upload new videos. Okay, all right, guys, I really appreciate you guys for everything. God bless you, and have a blessed day. Bye bye.